of all, I like to come to these sessions because I like to play cricket, and cricket's fun because I like to smash the ball.
I get up on Saturday mornings, like I'm very excited to go to cricket, and it's just fun.
You can look forward to after school and the weekends.
Coaches are here to encourage you, and they're here to help you, make you learn, and you got your other mates and friends around here to help you.
I'm the Community Participation Manager at Warwickshire Cricket Board, and one of that jobs entails working with the Chance to Shine charity, which we have been doing since it started, to be fair. And it basically just allows the youngsters to play cricket. We all know that cricket can be an expensive game, so we'll provide all the equipment, we'll provide the coaches, we'll give them everything they can to let them play the game.
The kids who haven't got opportunities to play cricket anyway, we provide them with a facility in the winter indoor, which is all paid for. Equipment's all given from Chance to Shine, and they get like level 2 coaches, level 1 coaches, so they're getting professional coaching for free, and it's a fun interactive session, helps them to stay fit, active and healthy, and a bit of social as well.
I think it's massive, especially in a city. They need that availability to play these kind of sports, whether it's cricket or it's any other sport. It doesn't really matter to me, but it's that ability to get them active, get them doing some kind of physical activity really, and just getting out with their friends and playing, which is something that they do in the park, but it's a bit more structured and something they get more from me, I think.
The reason for me why Child First coaching is so important is it allows them the opportunity, rather than coaches telling you what to do, or coaches come in and says, we're doing a session like this week and this is Child First coaching. You know what, I tell you what, if you've been coming for a few weeks, what do you think we should do today? Yeah? Or what would you want to do today? So it gives them a little bit more ownership.
The sessions are for the kids, and if it's not fun and interactive, they won't come back. From the warm-up, we'll get into a circle where one of them will individually then, if they're happy to do so, sit or stand in the centre and do the warm-up themselves. After that warm-up, we'll have a little mental session where we just ask them how the week was, what they've done, and then we'll have 3 or 4 activities and ask them which activity they want to go for. So we'll get their input from it.
If the noise is there, they're enjoying themselves. And whatever Chance to Shine session or street session you go to, there'll always be a lot of noise, which tells us that them youngsters there taking part in that session are enjoying themselves.
We don't do your standard nets. It's a softball session, so you don't need the equipment like your pads, etc. And we'll have little games beforehand.
You don't always need to play cricket because mini games are good for your reactions, like I said before, and like mini games are fun. Their favourite game is probably like the war game.
It's the war game. It's like it helps you goalkeeping if you're a goalie, and it helps you fielding in cricket.
There's a couple of games that we've made up as well. With some games we've taken from other sessions, some games we've seen ourselves on other coaching sites. One's the war game, where you'll have 2 teams standing on both sides, and they'll have to protect their side of the wall.
You're like a goalkeeper, and you're protecting the wall. You're on the side, might be 6 aside, and you have to stop the ball hitting the wall. If the ball goes past you, for example, it's like it's gone in the goal. You go out, you're left with just 5 against 6, for example, and it's last man standing. If one of your players takes a catch, you come back in. So it's got that kind of bit like a dodgeball element to it, you could say.
Hand up to a ball game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, on the wall, please. Ready? Stop. Keep eye on the ball, don't panic.
But in there as well, which they probably won't realise, you've got they throw it back to the coach. They have to field. They can't field with their feet, so they'll get down to fielding position, not even knowing it, and get their body behind. So it's like effectively like a boundary which they've got to protect.
One thing we try to get through to encourage each other. If somebody's missed, think about how you can help them out. Rather than, oh, you missed it, or we're going to lose now. We try and take that mindset away from forget the losing. It's how can you help that person, help your team.
My coaches are great because they help us play and they encourage us, even if we lose.
And if you get it on the first ball and stuff like that, or second, they'll still give you like 2-3 chances more. Because normally you would have one, but it'll still give you more chances.
I think it's quite important that they learn the skill to be able to play and play with different children. And I think it's a transferable skill as they go out to the rest of their life in the professional world, to be able to work with different people to achieve the same goal at the end.
A lot of the participants have now become Chance to Shine coaches, which is unbelievable, and we've seen the journey when they were kids. So we've seen them develop from that age, and now they become like obviously peers, and now they've gone on to jobs and teachers, and yeah, it's been amazing. And the other thing I'll say with the kids is a lot of kids I've seen and we put forward, and they've gone on from Chance to Shine to the young adult sessions. So our session is 8 to 15, then you get 16 to 24, and within that they've gone on to play hardball for clubs as well and representing clubs.
Each individual will have different needs, so you need to have a holistic approach that can cater for everyone to keep them involved. And as I said before, the more we can keep people involved, the longer they'll stay in the game, the better the game will be for it, and the better the youngsters will be for it.